Today is one of the days that we're waiting for. Shiba Inu is finally slowly recovering. Whales are finally back. Millions are moving quickly. We might see the 1 cent dream next week. And it's not stopping soon. What is happening? And what on earth am I even talking about? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. Something big just dropped today. The whales just shook the entire Shiba Inu community. I mean, it really shook it. Massive moves were made. Like game-changing level moves. And it's sending a huge signal about what's coming next for Shiba Inu. We're not talking about minor wallet shuffles here. This was the kind of shift that screams, something big is brewing. And here's what's wild. It's not just the whales making noise. Right now, Shiba Inu just hit some pretty major milestones. The kind that makes you sit up and go, wait a minute, is Shiba Inu really back? Yeah, it looks like the comeback is already in motion. And if this momentum keeps building like this, it could actually eat a few zeros off the price. Some people are even starting to whisper about the 1 cent dream again. Crazy? Maybe not. But hold on, because there's more. You might be wondering, okay, that's great, but is the chart already reacting to this? Well, one analyst just broke it down, and what he said might give you chills. According to him, Shiba Inu is coiling. Quietly, tightly, inside a massive symmetrical triangle. Think of it like a spring being pushed down harder and harder at some point. It's going to snap. And when it does, the breakout could be explosive, like up to 17 times its current range. That kind of move doesn't happen randomly. That's how parabolic runs begin. And that's exactly what this setup is pointing to. Not noise. Not hype. Just raw technical energy getting ready to blow. So what just happened? Shiba Inu whale activity has gone absolutely through the roof, signaling that the biggest players are quietly piling back in. Over the past month, wallets that hold more than 1% of the entire Shiba Inu supply ramped up their purchases by a mind-blowing factor. Think dozens of times more than usual, with net flows surging by nearly 30-fold. On-chain data even showed these giants snapping up nearly 2 trillion tokens in a single stretch, marking a daily buying spree that was 4 times larger than what we normally see. That kind of relentless accumulation tells you one thing. Smart money is getting back on board, and they're more confident than ever. Remember back in early 2023 when renewed whale action fueled a massive breakout, sending Shiba Inu soaring by roughly 3 times its value? Well, the stage is set for a repeat of that move. If history holds, Shiba Inu could very well aim to reclaim its highs from earlier this year, levels that represented more than double today's trading range. With whales continuing to stack up tokens and bullish chart patterns forming beneath the surface, the big players are clearly gearing up for another epic run. Will Shiba Inu scale those heights again? All signs are pointing to yes. Keep your eyes peeled. This could be the start of something huge. And here's the thing. According to another analyst, the situation just got even more intense. Based on the latest data from Into the Block, the concentration of Shiba Inu held by large wallets, aka the whales, has now hit a staggering 74%. That means nearly 3/4 of all Shiba Inu out there is sitting in the hands of just a few massive holders. These aren't just random wallets either. These are addresses that either own at least 1% of the supply or have been holding heavy bags of Shiba Inu for a long time. Now, what does that really mean? It means these whales aren't just playing around, they're betting big. When this kind of concentrated ownership shows up, it's usually not by accident. It's serious money, with serious conviction. They're loading up now because they believe the price is going to explode, and soon. And when retail investors aren't rushing in just yet, that's even more interesting. Because this phase, this is when the whales accumulate quietly, before the frenzy, before the crowd catches on. Once the hype kicks in, that's when retail piles in. And by then, the whales are already sitting pretty. This kind of setup is exciting, like really exciting. Why? Because we've seen this story before. Back in 2023, this exact same played out. Whales started building massive positions, quiet buying, rising concentration. And then, boom! The price exploded with a breakout that pushed Shiba Inu up 300% in a matter of weeks. It went from calm to chaos in the blink of an eye. And the people paid attention early? They were the ones who made the biggest gains. And now here we are again, with the exact same signals flashing. So yeah, it's fair to say, Shiba Inu is officially in that dangerous stage. The calm before the storm kind of zone. The kind where you either sleep on it and miss the rocket, or you strap in and ride it before the crowd even sees the launch, who knows? If this energy keeps building the way it is, if these whales keep pushing this hard, we might even see the 1 cent dream come alive way sooner than expected. Maybe even as early as next week. Sounds crazy? Maybe. But in crypto, the craziest moves usually come when nobody's ready. And we can already see the hype building. Shiba Inu has just made a legendary comeback, shooting right back into the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap, according to CoinMarketCap. That's a big deal. Just last week, it dipped out of the top 20, but now it's back, and it came back swinging. That kind of move doesn't happen by accident. It shows that momentum is shifting fast. But here's what's even more interesting. This comeback isn't happening in isolation. Ethereum's rally lately hasn't just been about Ethereum. It's dragging the rest of the market with it, especially the meme coin space. And at the top of that pack, Shiba Inu. Because Shiba Inu is built entirely on the Ethereum network, it's naturally tied to it. So whenever Ethereum pumps, Shiba Inu tends to feel the lift, hard. Now, even though there hasn't been a major Shiba Inu specific announcement to spark this latest price action, the environment around it has completely changed. People are excited again. The appetite for risk is coming back to life. And in crypto, when that spark returns, meme coins often catch fire faster than anything else. That's the zone Shiba Inu is in right now. It's not just about utility or fundamentals. It's about momentum, sentiment, and smart money getting ahead of the next wave. The whales know it, the analysts see it, the charts are coiling, and now the hype is kicking. You add all of that together. Whale accumulation skyrocketing, ownership concentration climbing, historical breakout patterns forming, Ethereum pushing the entire market up, and Shiba Inu surging back into the spotlight. And what you get is a perfect storm. It's feeling a lot like early 2023 again, right before Shiba Inu went on that monster run. The excitement is real, the setup is explosive, and this might just be the beginning. And even looking at the long term, Shiba Inu is looking bright, really bright. Right now, Shiba Inu is once again trying to pull off what traders call an on-zero breakthrough. That basically means it's attempting to climb above a critical price barrier without the usual heavy volume backing it. It's like trying to push a car uphill with just a light breeze. Technically possible, but extremely rare unless more force kicks in. Specifically, Shiba Inu is flirting with a key resistance level, sitting just under a psychological price wall. It's teasing that line, nudging against it, trying to break through, but here's the thing. The volume just isn't quite there yet. And history tells us that these types of breakouts, the ones that happen without strong trade, they often look promising at first, only to fall back just as quickly. But does that mean we're bearish? Not at all. Because while this current push might seem soft, it's actually happening in a very strategic position on the chart. On the daily time frame, Shiba Inu has already made a strong recovery from its recent correction. That dip? It shook out the weak hands. What's left now are the believers, the smart money, and the whales, who are still very much accumulating. While the volume might be low right now, everything else is lining up. And that's often how breakouts begin. Slow, steady pressure, then suddenly boom. If Shiba Inu does manage to punch through this current resistance, and if that triggers real momentum and a flood of volume like we've seen during past bull cycles, it could light the fuse for a much bigger move. We're not just talking about a small rally. We're talking about the potential start of another massive climb. Because once that resistance gets taken out cleanly, there really aren't many obstacles left on the path toward higher levels. And if the whales keep stacking, the chart keeps tightening, and Ethereum keeps pulling the market upward, we could be looking at Shiba Inu moving into a zone where the 1 cent dream isn't just fantasy, it's a target. Think about it. The infrastructure is stronger now. The community is bigger. The sentiment is shifting. The charts are waking up. And while the short-term move might look quiet, all the long-term signals are starting to flash green. If things keep aligning like this, if volume kicks in, if the resistance breaks, and if confidence returns, there's a real shot that we start marching toward that magic 1 cent level. Maybe not overnight, maybe not tomorrow, but in crypto, things change fast. And right now, Shiba Inu looks like it's on the edge of something massive. So don't blink. The road to 1 cent might already be unfolding right in front of us. But what is your opinion on this? Comment down below. If you are curious to find more, then make sure to click on one of the videos you see on the screen. And with that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then turn on the notifications bell on this channel. Missing an important Shiba Inu update might make you lose money. So don't risk it. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.